All right, here we are again with Armchair Engineer 85. Thanks y'all for joining. So here's what we're looking at tonight. Last night after my lawn tractor blew its guts, I was feeling a little disheartened. So I put the hockey game on and I decided to do a little something that I've been putting off for a while. And what I decided to do was, I've got here my Snap-on insulated ratchet that I have from work. So I brought it home and it did not look like this when I brought it home. It was caked in grease, in dirt, and I decided to attempt to clean it. I didn't know if I could really clean it or if I could do a good job at it. I thought all the grease would have been impregnated, great term, in the rubber. I thought it's probably stained it, sunk right into it. I've had this ratchet for about 7-8 years and it was in pretty rough shape. So I thought, you know what, this thing is, it's time. So I'm not an electrician, although this is an electric tool. I'm a power lineman by trade, and we wear a lot of big, heavy, thick gloves all day, and we're always grabbing wire. Wire has a lot of anti-inhibitor in it, even if you can't see it. And then when you're grabbing tools, these things get mucked up in a hurry, and this thing was absolutely covered. And you're probably looking at it right now saying, wow, the thing looks brand new. Well, if you look close enough, you can see that the numbers got a bit of dirt embedded into them, bit of grease stains up there. This whole inland area was absolutely covered. It was the hardest to get out. Let's see, any other marks? Give me a little credibility. But anyways, I didn't know what to think. I thought this thing, it may not come out. It's probably stained, like grease. I mean, grease stains. You get grease on a t-shirt, you're not getting it out. So anyways, I ended up cleaning it and the damn thing looks brand new. And you can see there a bit of rust from use. And yeah, USA. I think this thing is good to, God, I don't know if it's 1,000. Anyways, so after I cleaned it, I thought to myself, shit, what a missed opportunity to make a video for you guys to point out that you should, if you have dielectric tools, that you should be cleaning them. And the reason why you should be cleaning them is, if you don't have an electric background, you should know that dirt and grease do track. So this thing was covered. There was more gray, silvery, sprinkly gray and black than there was orange. And it can track. So if you had a socket on here and you were attached to something that was live, this could track all the way down the handle. And potentially, if you were to touch something that was metal, it could very well track. Now, I'll admit to you that I think that the odds of it are slim, because I used this for years and I never once had any arcing or anything like that, but it's still potential. If you know anything about electricity, that dirt and grease does track. So I decided to clean this. Anyways, missed opportunity, but then I realized, hey, I got another dielectric Snap-on tool that's not as dirty as this one was, but it's still pretty dirty, and I want to show you guys, I want to do a do-over and show you guys how you can clean these tools, turn them back to new, and make it potentially safer for you guys if you're working in a trade like mine. Even if you're an electrician, I mean, tools get dirty over time, especially these. It's rubber. It sticks to it. So this is, I believe it's a 9/16 3/4. There we go. Yeah, 9/16 3/4 inch double box end ratchet. I've had this not as long as I've had this, hence why it's got dirty. This one got dirtier, and I use this one more. But anyways, I'm gonna do a do-over. You can even see the orange. Look how much brighter that is. I mean, that thing looks brand new. This thing is dull, at least by looking through the camera. So anyways, hang around. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do and how simple it is. All right, so here's what we got. We have a sink full of really hot water and some palm olive. I figured it wouldn't hurt to try when I did it on the ratchet. I guess my thinking was, hey, if some of these dish soaps like Dove and all that, you know, they got the commercials with the rubber duck or the duckies there all covered in grease, and why wouldn't it hurt to try it on my tool? So all I'm doing is I'm just going to submerge it here I'm gonna get a bit more in it, and I'm gonna let it soak in and let the suds do what they gotta do. I suppose if you guys really wanted some extra credit and you wanted to take it above and beyond, you could boil a kettle, you could put it in a bowl, or you could boil multiple kettles and get it really hot. You might even try vinegar. But I mean, you can see my ratchet there. I had great results with this. So it's up to you guys. You do what you want. You can even boil vinegar. That's something I like to do, but that might be a little too harsh, a little too acidic for the rubber. And as I mentioned before, I had good results with this. So I'm just going to show you. We're going to let this soak for a bit, fill up, get totally submerged, and then I'm going to show you the cleaning process. All right. So I've let it soak for quite a bit, and you can just feel it. Like, you can almost rub it off, the grease here. I don't know if you can see it. Like, it just wants to, you can see it. Just the soap is just crushing this. I mean, it's great. You should have saw the ratchet yesterday. Oh my God. It was caked, and I was just rubbing it off. So you don't need anything. At first I thought, oh, maybe I'll need like a Scotch-Brite, or you know, not something too abrasive, but something, you know, that would give it a little bit of roughness to get the grease off. Well, I couldn't be any more wrong. All I'm using is paper towel. This is industrial grade, so it's not like the stuff you would buy in the store that's very fibrous. Not that stuff wouldn't work. Obviously it would, but it's just what I have, and all I'm doing is just giving this, I mean, the water's really hot. I'm just giving it nice, just a nice wash. That's all I'm giving it. You're going to see it come to life. Dunk it in the water. And I'll clean it for a bit, and then I'll let it soak again. But it's amazing. Because I remember when I had this tool, both tools, I thought, wow, like, this isn't really going to work for my line of work. It just gets so dirty and so covered that it's going to over time, it's going to degrade the rubber. It might potentially flash over. You know, it just doesn't work. It's not like, we have a lot of fiberglass tools in my trade. We do have a lot of rubber, but you have to keep it clean because of the very reason that I'm talking about these tools, that you don't want them to get dirty, because it will track, and they, you know, if they get dirty, they can get damaged too. So you guys can see it already. It's just totally coming back to life. You get these little like indentation areas, and this is where the dirt likes to sit. So you just gotta take your time and do your best. What I might try and do is, see if anybody else at work has the same ratchet as me that's as dirty as mine was, and I'll bet you I could find one. And maybe we'll do another one to show you. Because this one was dirty, but not as dirty. So it's great. Turns your ratchets, turns all your tools right back to brand new. Okay, I'm going to let that soak in here and then give it one last final inspection. If I need to give it another, just a polishing, I'll do that. And there we are, both tools. Gleaming orange, one of my favorite colors. Next to green. You guys are going to find out here soon. But anyways, one thing I wanted to point out, a lot of these dish soaps are basically classified as degreasers. I mean, that's how they clean your plate. So that's why they work so excellent at cleaning these tools and the rubber. I know we, for years, had a mobile wash guy come in and clean our heavy duty trucks at work. I mean, these weren't show trucks by any nature. And I asked him the one time, I said, like, what do you guys use for soap? He said, we use Sunlight soap. He's like, it's a degreaser. It's heavy duty enough for these. I mean, these aren't you know, Ford Raptors or Ram TRXs or Escalades or things like that that got, you know, triple stage paints and all that. These are just utility trucks, so we don't worry too much about them. So anyways, that's what gave me the idea for this. And I thought, well, maybe I'll give it a try, see if it works. And it worked great. So I can't speak for this one, but my uncle had a saying back in the day. He said, you don't paint a barn unless the farm's going up for sale. So if anybody's curious as to why I did it with this one, I'll let you sit and think on that. And as always, Armchair Engineer 85, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I got a lot of videos coming soon. There's going to be more tool videos. There's going to be more snap-on videos. I got some how-to videos, some build videos. It's going to be a long summer. I got a laundry list of projects that I got to do, projects that I want to do, and just things that I've been leaving on the back burner for too many years. And you guys subscribing, commenting, let me know what you think. It's given me a lot of motivation. If you know, even if I can spare half an hour or less at night to make one of these videos, you know, I think it's great. So thank you very much. I appreciate all my subscribers, and I'm looking forward to more and more videos. Thanks, guys. Peace.